Hi guys, today we're exploring the Scottish countryside in these freezing conditions. It's like an ice rink. I've got Bolt, my dad has Lyra, so we're going to take them out first. We've also got the goss in the car, and we have, don't slip, and we have the ferrets. So we're going to see if we can't get a rabbit. Oh, it's a cold one. Let's go. Well, I think I've found the perfect hole to ferret. Just kidding. Jesus Christ. I could fit up there. So we're just exploring for some holes. There's one here. So we're trying to identify if it's fresh or not. So the main thing to look for is rabbit droppings. You can see some there, little balls. They look kind of fresh. They've obviously been frozen. There, so I mean, it's maybe worth a try. It's a wee bit overgrown, you can see. Usually a rabbit hole would be all kicked out and nice and fresh, and that's pretty frozen. There's no really any fresh droppings, but they're not really old. So the best thing to do is put a ferret in. You can also try and look for some runs, but you can't really see any. We've never been up this bit of the hill before. We've had this permission for a wee while, but the farmer told us the other week that there was some holes along this end of the farm. So we're going to have a wee adventure up and see if we can find anything. But there's a lot of there's a couple things to look for when you're looking for rabbit holes, and it's green grass means the rabbits have been eating their grass around the holes. And then you have runs. I'll need to try and get an example. I don't really see any. And then fresh droppings. And then obviously once you find the hole. So like here, you can see, I mean that would make me think it was fresh. And then you've got some really fresh droppings there. You can see they're nice and like moist in a way. And then the grass around it's all patted down. You've also got that's sheep. And then the wee ones are rabbits like that. That's rabbits. That's rabbits. But they look pretty fresh, and the hole looks freshish, so I think it would be worth a try. I'm trying to look for runs, but I don't see any. This looks like a pretty big warren. Yeah, there's another hole there. That's some fresh, and then that's pretty choned down. So I mean, I'm led to believe there's rabbits here, but I'm not 100% sure. There's another one. So this is a big warren here. That looks fresh, but I can't tell if that's sheep or not. I think it is, because there's too much of it. But I think the best thing to do is just ferret them instead of looking. There's a nice big warren there. So I think we'll go and grab the hawks and the ferrets. We'll maybe have a look for some more. There's some up here that look like holes. We've never really seen them before. We'll have a look. I'll see if I can find any runs going into the holes to show you them. That's the best way to identify. And it also tells you where they've been running. So we'll go and grab the ferrets and stuff, and I'll let you see if I can find any more holes. But I mean, it looks promising to me. Like that's fresh. That's really fresh. See it? It's all broken up, kicked out. And then there's some droppings. That dropping's really fresh there. So that's like a fresh one. And that would be an old one. It doesn't look as like moist. And there's plenty of digs as well. There. So I think we'll need to give them a try, because it looks promising. So we'll do that. We've just arrived, and then we'll see what we can. Hopefully there's some rabbits in it. It would be good to find another wee rabbity patch for us to do, instead of doing the same bit in this farm. It's not like we're wiping it out, you know. So let's go and grab this stuff, and hopefully we can bolt one out of these holes. Just getting the hawks out. This is my battery storage in here. So that's the GoPro batteries. These are my DJI batteries. So when they die I switch them. And then I've got my GoPro in there, in case. I'm filming with the DJI which goes on my head. And then I've got my new sealskin gloves to keep my hands warm. So I'll put them on because it gets cold. And then, best of all, I've got my hand warmer. So we're heading over there, and I think we're all kitted. I'm just going to get Bolt out, put his telemetry on, take his leash off, and then he'll be ready to go. So we're going to do that. This is my new knife I've ordered. So that goes onto the belt. The belt goes through this bit, that wee bit there, and then click it out. I can get it out. That will do the job, eh? Looks pretty tidy. So I'll put that onto my belt and hope it doesn't end up through my leg. Let's get Bolt. There's my boy Bolt. You up for it? Gonna stick his telemetry on. So you use the wee magnet. See the magnet here. And you just touch it onto his tail. So telemetry's on his tail, and you just. And then the 3 beeps when it's on, and you can see the wee arrow moving. You can see his telemetry there, the wee line coming off. It goes up in his tail, and then he has a bell on. Let's go. Oh, that's a double beep. I need to change the battery. So the double beep means the battery's, it depends how quick the beep comes, but that means the battery's sort of dying. So you're always better to just kind of change it. So I'll change that over, and then we will head up the world's steepest hill, like a windmill up there. There's the snow on. It's just not been our day for the weather, is it? It's going to soak us. That is a pretty sight. Oh, it's a maze. Jeez. We're going to get soaked. And it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. It's not as cold once you get moving. Bolt's sitting over there. You give him a shout. It's not as cold once you get moving. It's just my cheeks. I need to get a snid. If anyone has any recommendations. But he's coming now. This just looks like a single hole. That's the exit, I think. And then if you come over, this is the entrance in here. There's a ferret. I'll grab her. Come back. So there's a little spit. If you're interested, there's a little spit. You can see I'm starting to get wet. It's not even like raining, it's just a little tiny spit, and it's starting to get them soaked. So hopefully it goes off. You can see it across the valley coming over. It's just that little haze. But that's us at the top. It's a good hole there. Let's do it. Pulled this, I just heard this squealing, so I went down and had to pull the rabbit out, and I just dispatched it so it wasn't suffering or anything. Bolt's playing a game of trying to get this rabbit, and then the ferret had to get hold of the rabbit. But that was the first rabbit we've seen, and the ferret had to kill it. It hole hopped at first. And then I heard the squealing and I managed to put my hand down the hole and had to pull out, and then I just wrung its neck. Saves it suffering, or you know, the ferret had it right in its eye and it certainly wasn't letting go. Bolt, you're not getting it. Right, well at least we've seen one rabbit. I mean there's got to be more, but I need to stick this away before Bolt gets it. So I will update you in a minute. Well, that's a rabbit. I've just stuck the rabbit away. You raging? Yeah, we had to work hard to find that rabbit. I mean, we've been bolting rabbits for like 4 hours, and there's just been nothing, man. And then the ferret obviously had to grab the only one there was. But we had to work hard for that, up and down these hills. That'll feed the hawks. Give them a nice little, I'll cut it up when we get back and give them a nice little feed off that. But we're going to, well, we'll move on a little bit, see if we can't put some more up. But there's certainly not a lot here in numbers. There isn't hundreds of rabbits coming out every hole. There's one out of maybe 40 holes we've done. But you need to explore these places. You can't just always go to, I mean, we've got loads of good ground, but you need to explore new parts and try to find new places to go. And that was today's goal. So we've seen a rabbit, and I'm sure there's more here. The holes are too good, and certainly where there's one there's more. But you kind of just want them to... Oh! That'll be 2. Oh, he was close. It's just wet. 2 rabbits out the same sort of area. There's got to be more. Just as I was talking as well, he was kind of close. Thought he had it. It's just wet, so he couldn't power. So maybe there's more. Got to keep trying these, I guess. We were just ready to move on as well, and then they 2 came out. That shocked me. I didn't expect that. Because the ferret came in and out the hole a few times. So that just shows you, just got to keep pushing on, seeing what you can do. Hopefully there's some more. We'll crack on. We'll just keep doing some more holes here and see if there's anything else. Come in this time. Come in this time. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Come on. There you come. Come here. Come here. Oh, bloody ferret. So some ferrets are a wee bit stickier than others, and you can see that happening here. She's a wee bit reluctant to come out, whereas Winnie will just walk right out and you'll just pick her up. But that can be down to anything. If a hawk's grabbed it before, if she's been snatched at, if she's has like a bit of trauma or something, I guess. That can all be a cause, but it can slow you down quite a lot, and like, I mean, there's definitely not a rabbit. Oh, come on, out you come. You get a ferret paste, and you can use a bit of chick. So I'll probably need to use a bit of chick because she's not really playing the game. Come on, out you come. There we go. Got her. So guys, double bait. Come on up, come. Good lad, good lad. So I've got boat. We're just going to head back to the van now. Don't bait, settle down. He's soaking, like. He's literally soaking. We've had one chase. We went over this whole hill. We must have done about 40 burrows, and there's just nothing here. Well, hold on. There we go. Come on. Yeah, so we went over this whole hill. We must have done about 40 burrows, and caught one. The ferrets caught one rabbit. I heard the slight squeal, and then I just put my hand down and pulled it out and put it out its misery. And then there was one more came out the hole below it. Just when I was talking, and a bolt chased it and kind of hit its arse, and it just kept going up the hill. But I think it was because he was a wee bit wet, he didn't really have the power to get up. But it was a good wee exploring mission, and the snow came on quite heavy. I'm trying not to deck it, it's really slightly, it's asking for it, innit? Yeah, it's a good wee exploring mission, and the ferrets were working the burrows right through, grin, taking their time, and then there was just not a lot, but I struggle to believe in this whole hill, and all the warrens we've done, there's 2 rabbits, and we've killed one of them. I struggle to believe that that's all there is. But I think it's maybe a case of coming back in like March or April. April's maybe pushing it, just when the temperatures pick up a bit, and see if they've maybe moved back up the hill. I think they've moved down the hill because it's freezing. That's my bet, but I don't know where to. It's maybe a fence line or a dry stone dike or something in a much better position for cold conditions, and that's where they've went to. But who knows? There's a wee river down there, and it's all froze, and I want to head down there to look at the river and see if there's any burrows along the fence whilst I'm walking. So that's what I'll maybe do. We're just almost back at the car. So that was a successful little trip, I guess. We know what's there, we know what burrows are there, we know that it's all fresh droppings and freshly kicked out. It's not as if they're all collapsed. So that's maybe a case of revisiting that in the future. It's about 2:15 just now, so it's really grey. You can see right up the valley, it's just really grey. We've maybe got about an hour and 15 minutes left, so we're going to grab some lunch. I think we've got some noodles today, our little cooker, and a packet of crisps. We're going to grab our lunch. Don't bet, come on. Or bet. Grab our lunch, and then we'll maybe get Rocco out, the goshawk, for a little bit. See if we can't get him a rabbit. We just need to try and catch him one rabbit to build his confidence, and then he'll know that he can keep catching them. So the video will continue if we get him out, and if not, this will be the end. So, but I'm sure we will continue. So let's get our lunch. Hey, you want your lunch? It's too wet to continue, so we'll make sure we dry him off before we put him in his aviary. But there's only a specific type of hair dryer you can use to dry them off, and I'll talk about that a wee bit later. So we've moved along a wee bit, and we just decided to keep the Harrishes out. Boat's a little wet, but Lyra's fine, so hopefully with a wee bit of teamwork they'll catch something. We're just going to do these holes for an hour or so. Hopefully we can catch one. I'll always bolt a couple because it's been a sort of weird day, not bolting much. But that's what exploring is. Something different in it. Let's see what we can do. Yes, finally.
Good flight at that as well, huh?
Yeah. So you're after.
So should I?
So we finally managed to move some rabbits there. We got two great flights. Bolt was kind of done in the last flight. He's soaking, you can see. His chest's wet, his wings are wet. So he knew he was spent. Lyra chased the last rabbit. Lyra chased the last rabbit right to the hole. And then the first flight, Bolt and Lyra chased it right down. And just as they both went to hit it, the rabbit jicked them and managed to sneak off into a hole. But that's what it's all about. That's where the great sport comes. See, if you caught every rabbit, there would be no fun. And if every day you're bolting 40 rabbits, it would also be no fun. It's just been one of the more challenging days, a little harder. We were exploring, so what we're going to do is we're going to come back with a thermal to that bit we went to first and see what we can see. The thermal tells you everything you need to know, because it's hard to judge it off today because we even came to the good part, which is where we are just now. And we've only bolted 3 and then 2 hole hopped, but over there we bolted 2, well, 1 hole hopped and we bolted 1, so it's kind of just hard to tell. But so that's what we'll need to do. We'll need to try and thermal it, and then if there's stuff there we'll give it another go. But it's been good exploring it. Seeing a lot of holes, a new place, and another great day out with the hawks. The snow came on, so it made for a pretty view, but that's what got poor wee Bolt soaked. We didn't get the goss out today, so we're going to fly him at the weekend. Hopefully we can get him onto rabbits. That's our next goal. But thanks everyone for watching. If you've got any suggestions down below or any ideas on how to get the goss going on rabbits, then make sure you leave them in the comment section, because any help would be appreciated. But thanks everyone for watching, and thanks for coming on this exploring adventure with me, and I will catch you in the next one.